Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, just setting up a window I need to watch here. Hello. Hi, Ina. Hi, Nancy, Cindy, Amber. And good afternoon or evening or whatever it is, wherever you are in the world. Clearly, because you're seeing my hands, I'm not camera presentable, but I figured you guys didn't care about that. Hello, Ruth. Hi, Teresa. Hello, Robin. I'm just here just to entertain the troops. Yes, I am. Just in case we need it, we'll just do that. I am back. I am back for a little while. We'll see how long. Love for Tank. I'm not sure who you are, but you are welcome for the public service sessions. I have a ton of things that I need to be doing. A ton. Just saying. I have a ton of things I need to do. I've already done some. I'm not asking for anybody's sympathy. I'm doing this. It's my choice to do it. My choice. Hello, Nashua. Hi, Lauren. A little Bengal spice tea today. Yes. I'm the USO for the crafting world. Oh, thank you, Paula. You may have to tell me again. Oh, shoot, that's funny. I'm the USO. That's funny. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Beth. Good to see you, Beth. Hi, Rowesta. Oh, God. I'm sorry about the whining Siamese. He is not settled. One of them is. The other one is not. And he is just making everyone, meaning me, crazy. Hi, Shirley. Oh, well, you got plenty of things to keep you busy, Nancy. Plenty of things to keep you busy. Oh, all right, get up here. Get up here. I'm going to hold him for a little bit. So maybe he will shut up. He's been driving me absolutely banana crazy. He's trying to get to the camera, which is not up for him. Okay, we better. Chance, here's something. Yep. All right. We'll see if we can make him happy. See if we can make you happy. What do you think? Can we make you happy? Okay, there it is. Now, can you be happy? Can you be happy? Does that mean Barb will teach us the two-step? Could be. I don't know. Oh, I know. I'm sorry about that, Robin. I'm sorry about that. He will upset. This one will upset the world. I'm sorry about the mess that you have to look at. It's the take me as I are. Hello, Nancy from Mexico. Oh, you're coloring mandalas in your lunch hour? Good for you. Oh, do you think he wants to help entertain? I don't know. He's just purring like a mad cat. Mad in a good sense. We're gonna give him a lot of love, and then hopefully he'll go over and lay down and shut up. Right? Let you go over there and, the first time I ever did this, I was trying to drive him crazy so he'd leave me alone. Do you see this? He just wants more. So I was trying to do this to annoy him. He loves it. It's a problem. It's a problem, isn't it? Oh, my goodness. Hi, Virginia. He's actually gray. He's actually gray. The color is coming across as more brown, tan on the screen, but he's actually very gray. He's called a blue point. He was, they're adopted. Both of them are adopted from their former owner. We adopted them in this coming May. I think it's going to be 8 years. I think. I'd have to go back and find the paperwork. This is Chance. Yeah, everybody needs a little cat therapy, huh? I don't know if you can hear him, but he is just purring to beat the band. Purring to beat the band. Oh, can you see his foot back there? This is his magic spot. It's the magic spot. When you get to the right place, that back foot just goes crackers bananas. Yeah. Hello, Christine. Just served up dinner. Good for you. See, watch that foot. Oh, my goodness. I will give you a public service announcement. If you have a cat with claws like this, he's not going to let me show them to you. He doesn't have claws in the front. He was declawed when he got here, but he has pretty big hooky claws in the back. And those dig into my leg. Hello, Joyce. Hello, Samantha. Those claws dig into my leg, I will tell you. And I got a, maybe Clausman will bring it up here. He's listening. Could you bring up, if you hear me, can you bring up that grinder that I got? Hello, Becky. And listen, I'm sure there are other people streaming. Please pick and choose whatever you want to do. The good thing about recordings during these impromptu things and my regular Friday session, the recordings are available so you can come back and watch them. Yeah, I know, Clausman, right? Except it's claws. Hi, Colleen. Except it's claws as in Santa Claus. Because he carves lots of Santa Clauses. Let's see. What was I going to say? Yes. Anyway, I was, see his foot? It'll go, if I get exactly the right spot. There it goes. Comic relief. Comic relief. Yeah, comic relief from the cats. Packardise on, doing ATCs. Good, good. Hello, Gracie. This is Chance. This one's Chance.
Is this the only thing you asked for? My link crashed. You went away.
I went away?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I came back just as you asked for that.
Oh, well, that was fortunate. That was fortunate. I actually was looking for a way, this is public service announcement. I was looking for a way to trim Muppet's toenails. Muppet is the dog. This is Chance. The other cat's Charlie, for those of you that don't know. Anyway, I was researching online because don't you know that's the source of all correct information, right? It's like a source of all correct information. And I found this grinder. I don't know that it has it's pet nail grinder. I don't know. I'll just show you see if I can get, he's hogging the whole camera. Okay. Now he's going to rub his head on it. Camera wants to focus on him. All right, it's not going to focus on there. I don't know which one this is. It looks like this. Okay, it does not have sandpaper. Doesn't have sandpaper. Chance, quit hogging the camera, would you, babe? Trying to get him out of the picture so you can see it. Okay, it looks like that. It's a grinding wheel. Anyway, I bought this because it said, I got it from Amazon because it said, and it also has a USB. It charges up via USB. So any USB thing will charge it. So I got this thinking this is going to work really well for Muppet. Now I had to train her to let me do it because she's terrible about toenails. So there's a whole process of training them with treats and stuff, which I did. And these guys, I have to cut their back toenails because when they jump up on my lap, they just dig into my leg. And I was like, oh man, they're killing. I always had little poke marks in my leg. It would get quite sore, actually, when you have that many claws digging into your leg. Anywho, I decided to try this because they're very good about letting me cut their nails. So I decided to try this, and they will actually even do this. Now I have to have somebody hold them just to scratch their necks, scratch up here just to distract them a little bit. This thing is magic. I'm not kidding you. And I didn't even have to train them. First time I did it, they're like, fine. So, yeah. He's a Siamese. He's a Blue Point Siamese. Okay, now he's got the cat hair flying around. All right, let's see. Hey, Steven. Good for you, going out for a walk. I'm doing fine, thanks. I saw Steven was on the other day, maybe it was yesterday, doing a quilting, live quilting thing. Steven, it looked great. I didn't get to see all of it. I only saw part of it, but it looked great. Pants staggers. Yeah, they snag like crazy, don't they? Oh, thanks, Gracie. I know, snagged. I figured that out after I said it. Okay, so we're just chatting here for a minute. And so I thought, actually, the reason we're chatting and the light keeps changing because he keeps moving around. I thought that once I stop, once he leaves me alone and he goes over and lays down with his friend. So Steven's going to do another live tomorrow. Oh, cool. Probably tomorrow. Cool. So click on Steven's name if you enjoy quilting. Click on his name. And if you haven't subscribed to his channel, do that. And some of the other people in the audience that I know stream, Colleen, who is the scrap chick, and Aunt Beck's Creations, and I don't know who else is here. But anyway, Tippy has wicked toenails. I'm telling you, I just can't do the sharp toenail thing anymore. So the grinder has saved everyone's sanity. Yeah, this thing's driving me crazy. Gracie says she streams painting videos. Okay, I can't remember how to say your name. Kuka? I think I wrote it down, but I don't remember. Let's see if I can find it in my magic little book that I quit keeping up with. I even have All Thumbs Robin in here that I can't even remember. Let's see if I can find it. Kuka, right? Kuka? Is that right? That's what's in my book. Colleen's streaming tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. I know. Who knows? Who knows what day it is? I don't stream on any day but Friday, but I've streamed since last Friday. It was Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, and today. I will not be streaming tomorrow, however, because I have a lunch thing I got to do tomorrow. Virtual lunch. Oh, it's a great world. Actually, it is. The fact that we can do things virtually is phenomenal. I don't know exactly. Hi, Mina. I don't know exactly how old he is without getting the paperwork out, because we adopted them from their former owner, who was a nurse, and I think she was traveling a lot or something, and she decided she wanted to place them. And so a friend of ours told me about them. I wasn't sure I wanted Siamese cats because I thought I was allergic to them. Hey, Dee Dee. There's the traitor. There's the traitor. She's in the chat. The traitor that said she always wanted you. She got cats. She replaced you. I wouldn't speak to her if I were you. She traitorized you. Yes, she traitorized you. He doesn't care, Dee Dee. He doesn't care. He still loves you. He still loves you. He's very dandruffy. He's very dandruffy at the moment. Once the weather starts warming up, he loses all the dandruff. But when the heat's on, he's really dandruffy. So anyway, his favorite food, I don't know. He eats some cat food for tummy problems. He doesn't have tummy problems, but his friend does. And they are joined, literally, they're Siamese twins, aren't you? Even though they're a year apart. And you can't feed one without feeding them both. So, any hoot. Okay, are you ready to go away? Because the traitor's here. You probably don't want to talk to her. You probably don't want to talk. Don't talk to her. Don't talk to her. Don't listen to her. Okay. Enough nonsense, huh? All right. With any luck, you go somewhere else now. He's now very, very, very spoiled. He's now very spoiled that he got up here and got all that attention. Am I doing something today? Hey, Jess. We're going to do something today, but I don't know what. This is not my normal stream day, so I have not got things planned. What we did Sunday and yesterday is Sunday we started this, and yesterday we finished it. And I had somebody that in the chat or left me a comment that said she never understood why I did mandalas, but now she kind of got it. So, so that's what we did. And hello, Lisa. And then we also did this one in this little book. So we did this one. This one I laid out on with what I call a Mandala Map. So it is more proportional in some ways. This one started just with a dot in the middle, just with a dot, and then I just drew it freehand. And so that's what I did. And then after I streamed, I added some little gold dots in the corners just to do it. So anyway, yeah. So what I've been doing today is editing video for this abbreviated class. It's going up on our membership at HowToGetCreative.com about how to do this particular binding method. Nothing secret. It's just a way to do it. Same thing on this one. So, okay, so here is the thing. I'm going to I'm going to see what you guys have to say. Jess is cleaning the craft hole. Jess, how old is your little guy now? I know he's not little anymore. I know he's not little anymore. Oh, thanks, Colleen. Thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. So here's the thing. I'm going to let you choose. We can either do another mandala, whether it is freeform like this one was in this book. So it's little. Okay, so we'll either do something like that. Or we can go back to our relatives that we started last week. So we can go back to relatives and we can do more relatives, because clearly I have not gotten anything done since last Friday. So we can do more of that. Nancy wants mandala, of course. 10. Oh no, 10. Whew, I'm feeling old. We started watching Jessie in the chat. We started watching her when Caleb was, he was a few months old, wasn't he? Maybe a year. I don't think he was a year. Dee Dee votes for relatives. I don't do dot mandalas very often. I'm not real great at those. I do better at the drawing ones. Relatives. 6 months old. Yeah. Relatives. Okay. All right. That seems to be the consensus today. So what we're going to do is we're just going to keep working on the ones we got going on here. Hello, Kathy. Hi, Tia. Hello, Elena. You've never seen Relatives? Well, you came to the right place because we have lots and lots of relatives. You have to go lie down, okay? I'm sorry about the whining Siamese, but he is just a part of the studio today. Hi, Shu. Colleen really wants to see him because she voted twice for the same thing. Okay. So here we are. We have some relatives that are nameless, faceless. We have a few who have found their personalities. Okay, so we have a few that have found personalities. We have a group here that have none, have no personality. He is whining, Dee Dee. He is whining. Yes, he is. He is whining because that's what he does. He whines. He's a whiner. Aren't you? Don't talk to him. He's taking a bath now. Maybe that'll occupy him for a little while. All right, so the stuff on my desk is a big fat mess. So I'm just going to pull what I used before. I'm just going to pull them into my area. I also have some Posca pens in black and white and some metallic colors. They're on the desk. Everything's on the desk. I hear you, Jess. I hear you, Jess. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to start doing something. So I'm going to get some white paint because we're going to need some white paint, I'm sure. So I just have some white craft paint, and I'm just going to use a straight pen to, if I need to put sparkle dots in their eyes, that's what I'm going to use. Okay? All right. So I'm going to, I never know how these are going to do. Okay? I'm telling you, I never know what they're going to do. I just simply just start out. And you can see how messy they are, you know, because I'm not good with watercolor. Don't intend to be. I don't have them as stamps. I have stamps prepared, but they are not translated into stamps yet. It's coming down the road sometime, but I can't promise when. Can't promise when. Don't know. Okay. So let's just, I know you can't see these guys over here. See, it's too bad for this guy. He just can't even open his eyes to see, so we'll just leave him alone, right? So Jess has, hi Jean. Jess says she has 21 round brushes for Zen watercolor for a class she's going to do that's been canceled. Well, you know, at some point it will, things will all level out. All right, so let's see if we can make this guy into something. I never know what they're going to do, so, and Chance, if you don't shut up, I'm going to send you to Dee Dee today, and she's going to have to integrate you in with Malibu and Oliver, whether she likes it or not. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, so I usually start with the eyes, so that's what we're going to do. Nothing fancy. This is not an original technique, okay? Don't intend to take credit for this. It's just my spin on the technique. The technique originally came from a class that I took with Carla Sondheim. If you've not taken her Faces 101 class, I highly recommend it. Chance, you gotta shut up, man. This is why when I stream my regular stream, he's not out here. Okay, that's it. He's going away. I can't take it. I cannot take it. You're driving me crazy. No, can't take it. Can't take it one more minute. So, no, I can't take it. I thought I could take it. I cannot. Now I got to get Charlie and put him in there because otherwise, life in my studio, people. Life in my studio. This is real life. There's Charlie. Say hello. Say hello to the world. All right. Now they'll be in the other room and whine, but there you go. Oh, mercy. Okay. 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 I know. Okay, let's do it. So anyway, as I was saying, this started with a class from Carla Sondheim. And if you have not taken her class, I highly recommend it. Okay, and these are just clearly little cartoon-ish characters. And I just play with them and see what happens. Okay, so sometimes they come out perfectly, and sometimes not so much, but they all come out. And I think we need some happiness today, so we're going to make these characters kind of happy. And I'm going to get, because I don't have any out, I'm going to get out some water, a little bit of water, and a little brush. I'm using the least expensive watercolors known to man, I think, probably. This is Angora. This is Low Cornell. Both say they're made in Germany. Maybe they're not cheap. I don't know. They're inexpensive. Yeah, thanks, Dee Dee. Carla Sondheim. C-A-R-L-A. Okay, I'm just looking for a little paintbrush here. I normally don't use good watercolor brushes. I'm not saying my brushes are good, by the way, either. But I do keep these brushes separate from my regular, truly junk brushes. So I'm just picking up a little bit of this, whatever this is. I'm not a watercolor person, okay? Don't think I am. Please don't think I am. You're going to be upset. but I do have fun. I do have fun. And what's this extra line on here? I don't have a clue. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Hi, Sue. Okay, so let's continue on, shall we? By the way, I'm using the Pilot Multi-Ball. That's what I'm using, this black pen, which writes over a lot of stuff. And can you see that? Okay, Pilot LM-10F-B. I don't even have a clue what that means. Here's the other information, if you can read that. Don't know which way it's supposed to go. That's the other information on the pen. Okay, as I said, I don't know what way it's supposed to go. So don't get mad at me because I didn't do it right. Because I just told you, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. All right, and so let's give him some a place to look. Hello, Dana. Oh, good to see you. Hi, Tracy. And if I don't say hello to you when you come in, my apologies. I just don't see you. If you put your questions or comments in all caps, it helps. Sometimes I'm more apt to see what you're saying to me, but not always. Claus Man hopefully is in the chat. You never know when Race will show up. He may show up. As soon as I start talking about him, he a lot of times shows up. Okay, come on. So I just put a little bit of white paint in there. This happens to be inexpensive craft paint, gloss outdoors. It cost me a whopping 77 cents. So you know how old this is. And so for his hair, it's this. The white acrylic paint is this. Nothing magic. It's just white acrylic paint. Happens to be gloss, but that's purely an accident because that was the first one I grabbed. Okay, so let's give him a hairdo, shall we? Looks like he would have curly hair, so we're gonna... And as sure as the world, because it happens every time I do these, at some point in the chat, somebody will say, oh, no, you ruined it. No, you don't. No, you don't ruin these. No, you don't. They just become whoever they're meant to be. And I think in all the ones I've done, which has been dozens and dozens of these guys, I think I have one that I had to throw away. Yeah. Yeah, ear hair. I have actually done ear hair sometimes, but sometimes people get a little freaked out by the ear hair. Yeah. So I don't always do ear hair. All right, so let's go. And this time I don't know if this is a girl or a boy. I'm kind of thinking it's a boy. We'll let this boy keep an eye on what's happening. Claus Man is in the house, but we don't know if Race is here. He hasn't poked his head up yet. Yeah, nose hair, absolutely. The shading there kind of looks like nose hair. If that really gets out of control, if like I do that and it really gets out of control, that's when you can just come in and add facial hair on them. That helps rescue that. Okay, so let's move on. Let's go to this one over here. Let's see what happens to her. Okay, usually the eye is what I start with because that just kind of seems to be what's best. Remembering that these are just little cartoon characters. Doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference. And I often don't put the colored part of the eye in these because they're just, maybe she's got a couple creases at the corner of her eye. Oh no, he's not here. He's not here again. Race is here again. Oh no. Now I'm probably going to have to take this and put it on the floor. I know, because that's the way he does me. Hello, Joan. Hello, Joan. So we were talking yesterday about me doing the next Mandala course live with you guys. Don't have any more information, although my idea bank, if I could talk to you straight on, I would, but I don't dare because I'd scare the crap out of all of you today. But we're thinking, I'm 99, well, maybe 99 is too much, maybe 95% sure that I'm going to do that, do the class with you guys live, record it live, so you can participate if you wish. And what I'll be doing is I'll be doing the course, recording all the classes for the course. This will be an additional part sorry, I can't talk and do this at the same time, clearly. We have the Mandala Madness course, which you'll see Nightbot will throw up there every so often. And then we're going to do an additional course, yet to be named. Don't have a name for it yet. I'm supposed to be coming up with that, but it's not happened yet. Anyway, I'm thinking I'm probably going to start that possibly, don't quote me, but possibly next week. I will be asking, in order to do this live and to devote as many sessions as I plan to, we will be doing it live. I will be asking for a suggested donation. Do you have to do the suggested donation? No. I would really deeply appreciate it because it's going to take time and because I'll be here to entertain the troops. It'll be a form of distraction. Now, the caveat is that the classes will be, you'll have to be here live to see them, okay? Because they will not be left on YouTube. My regular streaming stuff absolutely will be left on YouTube, but the recording of this Mandala course will not be. So that means that you have to be here if you want to see it, okay? And the requested donation, you'll be able to set whatever you want to donate. We're going to give you a suggested minimum. And then you can donate more if you wish to do that. Okay. You're a funny girl. Do as you will with liquids. I just hate it when he says that. I just hate it when he says that. Because then I just live in fear that I'm going to just knock something over and he's going to be here to witness right there. He's just going to be looking at me. He's looking over my shoulder. I know he is. When I very first started How to Get Creative, I had so many things to learn. I know, hard to believe, but it's true. I had so many things to learn. The learning curve was pretty steep, and he was monitoring me from afar, okay? Monitoring me from afar. If you can watch on YouTube, you'll be able to see it. Yeah. And I guess he was worried about me burning out or something. I don't know. So he sent me a message that said, stop working. said, stop working. I'm like, I have so much I have to do. I have so much I'm trying to learn. I'm just trying to get this all through my thick head. And he said, I can turn you off anytime I want. I'm like, oh, man. I felt like saying, I brought you into this world and I can take you out. Because it's the truth. I did bring him into the world. I don't think I can take him out, but I think I did for certain bring him into the world. Every girl needs lipstick that matches her dress, don't you think? Hey, Dot. Hi, Pauline. Hello, Noeet. So, yeah, he told me he could shut me off anytime he felt like it. I'm like, man, that is cruel, man. I'm just trying to work here. I'm just trying to work. Just trying to work here. Giving me a bunch of stuff, man. Giving me a bunch of lip. I'm just trying to work. I can shut you down. I can pull the plug on this anytime I want. Oh, no. Don't do that. I'm just now getting to where I kind of understand this stuff. Yeah. Learning curve was steep. Learning curve was steep. All right, so I'm going to have to let the gold dry. That takes a minute. It takes a minute. Okay, so we're going to leave this lady with the giant nose. We're going to leave her alone for a little bit. All right, let's go over this long neck. This long neck guy. Why does he have a neck like that? I don't really know. He must have on a turtleneck, do you think? I noticed I didn't get any response from him. Hello, live stream newbie. I'm glad you're here. I don't know your name. P. We'll just call you P. Hi, Marion. Okay, so let us start up here. I'm sure there are many, many people streaming. We all have to do our part to try to make this a more palatable time for all of us. This is what I can do, okay? Oh, man, I was mad yesterday. I know. We all express our emotions in different ways, don't we? We all express emotions and frustrations and all that. Yeah, we all express those in different ways. For sure. Okay, we'll just let you deal with whatever you got going on here for a minute. We just got to deal. We just got to deal. It's not fun. It's not pleasant. So we're going to make the best of the situation, and everybody needs to do what they can do. So what I can do is I can be here at least part of the time, and I can provide comic relief, if nothing else, and whining Siamese cats. You notice they've shut up because I put them together behind the door in their room. Mercy. Yeah, mercy. Shut them up. And when I do stuff like this, I rattle, and so you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. Yeah. Well, the sound could be cutting out. It's hard to say. Let me see. Let me reload my stream window. It says I have bad video settings. Whatever. That's what I feel. That's what I want to say is whatever. All right. Still says I have bad video settings. You know. Whatever. It is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Yeah, Rex never comments. Yeah. He just throws up signs on my live stream sometimes. Yeah. All right. Those seem to be dry. Sometimes if you get the white sparkle dots a little too sparkly, you just narrow them down a little bit. Hang on just a second. I gotta deal with a text message. Okay, so where were we? As I said, when I do this stuff, I just rattle. And we'll just, see what happens here. Okay, so we kind of got some hair going on. I like putting hats on these guys, but we didn't put any hats on these. Maybe this one has. He might have glasses on, though. Do you think? He might. Let's put his sparkle dots in before I decide to put glasses in. So every place here, and there is not even anything going on where I live at this point, which I'm very grateful for, but every place in this town is scared to pieces. And so all the seating, they've shut down all the seating, any place in any restaurant. They've taken, to the point that they took all the chairs and tables out of any place. So it's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Anyway, so we just got to roll with it and do what we can do. The one thing we do all have control over, believe it or not, is our attitude. So I did quite a bit of knitting last night. That helps. Clearly, he has on a little bit of lipstickage. But that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so let's keep going on the on his outfit. I'm thinking that he probably has on a turtleneck. Because why else would he have a neck that long? If you had a neck that long, wouldn't you cover it up with turtleneck? He's got a sincerely long sins. Okay, I know. I laugh at my own stuff because I think they're funny. Okay. So let's come back over here. These should be dry by now. So we'll let that sit for a minute. Now I recognize the fact that she doesn't have an ear that's showing. But use your imagination, people. Use your imagination. An imagination is a very good thing to have. And if you don't exercise it, it's just like your muscles. It'll atrophy and it'll go away, and then you end up not a happy person. Okay, so we got a little bit of jewelry going on because she needs it. She needs it. I don't have a clue what sprang is, but I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay, so let's do... What color glasses do you think we should put on him? If I have a color that you suggest, I'll use it. What color glasses do you think we should use? Hello, River City. River City, is that Deborah? See, that name has never stuck for sure. What color glasses? Orange. Orange. Okay, got orange. I got orange. Let's do orange. This is going to be bright, people. This is going to be bright. All right. He's going to have big glasses. Okay. Big. Big glasses are back in fashion, aren't they? I'll tell you what, when I was in high school and college, of course my vision is not great. And when I was in high school and college, that was the time when the glasses were huge. I know, huge. I know you can't believe I'm that old, but that's okay. They were these enormous, enormous glasses. And, the lenses, top to bottom, must have been that tall. I mean, they stuck way above my eyebrows and way down, rested on my chin. And at that point in time, they were not made with plastic frames, or not plastic lenses. The frames weren't either, but the lenses weren't plastic. And I will tell you what, those suckers got so heavy. Sprang is the world's oldest, weaving method? I got it right, River City? That's Deborah. Hello, Peggy. There should be a law you can't be in lockdown with a husband of 45 years. Well, there's just some things you can't do anything about. We're going to celebrate our 47th anniversary coming up here before long. Oh, man. I was married as a child. I was a child bride. Child bride. Yes, Sandy, Sophia Loren. All the designer frames were the rage. Okay, so as this is sitting, that's what I was doing. I was letting it sit. Because it takes the gel pens a little hot minute to dry. And then you can come back and make them show up. Man, were those glasses heavy. Golly. I always had some kind of pressure sore. Always had some kind of pressure sore on my nose. Ugh. Listen to me bitch and complain. I could see that was the important part. Okay, so I just put some little streaks in his glasses because we want him to be able to see. We want him to see. And if you get the streaks outside the glasses, then go back and put the glasses frames back on top of the streaks. Because I got a little heavy-handed there. But, they're just for fun. Who cares? Child bride. It's a child bride. I gotta say, Claus Man's a good man. He is not difficult to live with. Okay, so let's go ahead and trim these out. We're going to have to make this family photo album. Maybe we'll do that today, or maybe we'll wait. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so I'm just going to cut these out. This is watercolor paper. If you want to see how these guys got to this point, you can go back to an earlier video. The stream was last Friday, which would have been Friday the 13th. That's probably what happened. I streamed on Friday the 13th. That's probably my fault that this whole thing went down. You think? Hello, Gail. Hello, Gail. So you can see how these developed up to this point if you're so inclined. I have done many, many of these. My favorite saying is, friends are God's apology for your family. That may be why I do so many of them. My little nuclear family is wonderful. My extended family is another story. We don't have to go there. Right? Right. There's probably nobody in this audience that can relate to that anyhow. But that quote was from Wayne Dyer, that your friends are God's apology for your family. Okay. Do I know what G it is by square meter? I don't even know what you're talking about, to tell you the truth. Okay. Do I remember how pointy they were? What, the glasses? Mine weren't pointy, they were just huge. Now, when I was a kid, I had the butterfly frames. Now, those suckers were pointy and winged, like winged up at the outer edges. Now, those were some lookers too, but everybody wore them, so, it was all good back then. It's only when you look back and you go, golly, why in the world? But at the time, you thought you were styling. You thought you were... It's like, oh yeah, these sores on my face and my nose and behind my ear, it's all worth it because I look cute. Right? Oh, goodness. Sometimes I can't leave these streams up because, especially when I'm doing something like this, which is mindless kind of thing for me, I can't leave the streams up because I start yapping and I get myself in trouble. So I have to not leave it live. I'll try not to make that mistake today. It's been known to happen. This is watercolor paper, 140-pound watercolor paper, in case I didn't say that. Hello, Tori. Uses up all the internet. Is that even possible that we could use up all the internet? Oh, thickness of the paper. It is 140 pound. I don't know what that translates to. It's 140 pound by American. Somebody in the chat will know. I'm not good at converting things. I'm marginally aware of what time it is in other parts of the world. I feel like that is a success, that I kind of know what the time is. But when it comes to translating things like Fahrenheit and math, yeah, no. Isn't happening. Don't worry about what I say. Race is here to pull the plug at any moment anyway. So he could pull the plug and shut me down. Sorry, I didn't realize the other friends and relatives were hogging the space. I think I said this on a previous stream. The little yarn store where I have been getting the yarn that I've been using in the projects I've been doing is now offering a drive-by, a grab-and-go service. But her store is small enough that you have to call and make an appointment if you want to go in and look at yarn, because we have the social distancing thing going on. It's like, oh man. Because I don't know about you guys, but if any of you work with fabric or fiber of any kind, you got to get your hands on it, which is probably part of the problem, but anyway. So if I run out of yarn, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call her up and I'm going to just say, pick me out something. Pick out something for me. Okay. I need some other color on this guy, so we're gonna put some other color on his shirt. His shirt's a little, he looks like he has a bunch of, like somebody painted stripes on him. Can you imagine? Somebody just painted stripes on him. So let's put a color on him. So I'm just grabbing some color. These watercolors have lasted forever. For being an inexpensive set of watercolors, they have lasted forever. I'm not kidding. Okay, so we're just going to put a little bit. That was a little heavy. That was a little heavy. See, I'm not good at this thing of how much paint to pick up. I'm not very good at this. Can't be good at everything. So I'm just putting a little bit on here. Then I may have to go back and make the stripes different, you know. We'll see. We'll see how it looks. If it doesn't look good, we'll always wish it did. Yeah, the paper, this watercolor paper was inexpensive stuff from Michael's. That is true. Thank you, Sandy, for doing that. Okay, so you see how his glasses have shown up? If you stick those little lines in there, that might have been overkill, but you know, we don't care. Put little lines in there, and then it looks more like glass. Okay, so let's move on to this row of yep, practice makes perfect. People who are good at it weren't always. Well, that's true. Okay, so let us move on. And this guy ought to be fun to do. These guys, I was a little heavy-handed and not timing it very well with adding the blush on the cheeks. This mat is 18 by 24. 18 by 24. Hello, Dana. Man, Dana, I haven't seen you in forever here. I've seen you on Instagram. I love your little creatures. Dana C that's in the chat. Now, she knows watercolor. I should be ashamed of doing this in front of Dana. I should be ashamed of doing this in front of Dana. Dana, don't look. Okay. Don't look, Dana. Just don't look. I usually try to remember to put the eyelashes on the other side of the face, but sometimes I forget. Like here, like on this one, I forgot. We could probably still put in a couple. It's helpful that I and not so much. Oh well, whatever. Sometimes you don't do a good job. He's like, whatever. It's paper. It's paper and watercolor paint. Inexpensive stuff at that. Okay, let's say that he has a tattoo. He got a spiral tattoo on his cheek. That will help us have a reason for his cheek looking like that, because he got a tattoo. And maybe he got a tattoo of tears streaming down his face. And he might be one of those that got tattoos on his head, because he's got a bald head. we'll give him a little bit of curly hair back here. So maybe he got tattoos on his head. I'm going to make him just goofy. Let's just put flowers all over his head. Yeah, tattoo his head with flowers. Because I like big old loopy flowers. In case you don't know, that's what I like. And I think that that's what he would have. I think that's what he would have on his head. I do. I think that's what he would have on his head. So he's got tears coming down his cheek. And maybe he had, yeah, let's see. See, this is where I can get in trouble because I can just do all kinds of goofy things here. He's happy about it, though. He's happy about his tattoos. And I think he looks like the kind of guy that would have a gold ring, which is probably not positioned properly, but you know, we're gonna roll with it. And he probably would have an ear somewhere in here. Let's see. So he's got his tattoo over here really close to his ear, which probably doesn't make a lot of sense. And then I'm sure he's got a big gold hoop, don't you think? And he probably has, maybe he has a stud. I don't know where studs go. He's probably got a stud in his lip. I like you. You're funny. Okay. So, I think his tattoos would need to have color, so we'll put some color on him here in a minute. And I think he's been hanging around for a while, so we're going to give him some wrinkles in his neck. Because I think he's been around. I think he's seen a thing or two. He needs an ear tattoo. We're just going to go with an earring. We're just going to go with an earring. Okay. So let's give him sparkle dot for his eye. And my paint's starting to get clumpy, so we'll see. Okay, so that's a little big, so you just let it dry, or sometimes you can scrape some of it off. So you can chase it back. So it's not quite so big. Okay, let's give him a little bit of color. Secret Life of Fred. I don't know that. Yeah, he's been around since Woodstock. Yes, he has. Bless his heart. we might put some pattern on his shirt to match the tattoos on his head, because, you know, don't you think that would be appropriate? Don't you think? So I'm just getting some color here. Little bits of color. You can use gel pens, you can use watercolor pens, you can use whatever. So give him a little bit of lip. And put a little shading in his ear maybe. So I'm going to pick this up. You can tell the colors I use the most of because they are going away slowly but surely. But as I said, I have had this set of watercolors literally for several years. So back to the Mandala Madness course for a second. We'll have more information. I plan to have more information about that coming up on the live stream. The next time I'll stream will be on Friday for the real Drama Free Friday instead of Drama Free Friday on some other day. There used to be a place close to where I live that sold chairs. So I'm sure it was an outlet kind of place, and they sold chairs. And they had a billboard out at the road that said, oh, I forgot part of his outline here. And it said open Wednesdays and Fridays and some other days, which I always thought, it's like, well, what does that mean? I don't know if you're supposed to just stop by and see. If he happened to be open, I don't know what the deal was. But anyway, Wednesdays and Fridays and some other days. Now, and it was a big billboard. I mean, that sucker cost some money to put up, you know. Cost some money. Yeah, Wednesdays and Fridays and some other days. So you can fiddle around with these as much as you want. If you fiddle around too long because they're watercolor, you're going to make a mess. That's usually what I do, is fiddle too long. So I'm going to stop myself before I screw it up totally. And I think it seems like he would have flowers on his shirt to match the flowers on his head. He's probably, you can't see, but he's probably carrying he's probably got some flowers that he's carrying to somebody too, don't you think? Mm-hmm. And he needs a little eyebrow edge. He's been around the block. Yeah, he's been around the block a time or two or three. Oh, it could be no eat. Sorry, I put it back on. You guys are great. Hello, Emma. Starving Emma. I always laugh because every time Lizzie Brewer sees Emma in the chat, she always says, I feel like I need to send her some food. All right, let's put some hot pink flowers. Don't you think he needs hot pink? Oh, we were going to color his tattoos on his head too. These are Moonlight pens from Sakura. They're Moonlight Jelly Roll pens. I highly recommend them. And I'm sure that I was going to say something about the Mandala course, but I can't remember what it was. But I will be using these and paint pens in the Mandala course. So if you want to play along, which I really encourage you to watch, just watch and take notes if you want. But if you really, really, really want to play along, If you don't have the Jelly Roll pens, the Moonlight ones, you might want to pick up some. See, I don't know if Amazon is delivering. I have not a clue. Not a clue, not a clue. This is another pink. Yep, you're looking kind of cute, buddy. All right. Is it wrong that I have so much fun with my own stuff? They make me laugh. Okay, we can all laugh right now, people. We can all laugh. We still have the ability to laugh. If you get feeling really blue or sad or whatever, you know what you need to do? You need to think about him. You need to think about him. Trying to gold up his stud in his lip a little bit more. Yes, I like you. I like you. Okay. Can I show the pins? These are the pins that I'm using. Mostly. I'm mostly using these pins. On this. The Jelly Roll pen. The Moonlight. Moonlight shows on black paper, dark surfaces. Or it will show over the watercolor. So, these are the Moonlight pens. There's two different sets. One is like fluorescent. So the fluorescent set is, let me see if I can, let's see how good my memory is. How many are in here? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. Oh, here. 5. I'm not going to guarantee that these are the exact ones in these sets, but it's something, it's kind of like, they're similar to these colors. I don't know that I've exactly got them sorted properly, but there's the fluorescent set and then the other set. And they're both 06. The pen tip size is 06. So, I love these. I also use the white and the black Jelly Roll. And then the metallics are good as well. So, you can get white ones in different point sizes. This is an 08. And then there's the metallics. This is actually the metallic that I prefer, I think. Let me see. One of these is really gold and comes out nicely, and you get 2 or 3 in the set. I think this is the one. And this one, there's a couple of different colors of the cap, which I don't know that you can tell, but this one on this side is a different color. And this one, the ink is 2 different colors of gold. So this one that I just held up is this one. And this one that is my preferred one is a more yellow gold. Anyway, doesn't really matter. It's like, what do you like? Any hoot. Okay. All right. Yeah, see, I kind of messed up his nose, but you know, c'est la vie. It's a piece of paper with some watercolor on it. Bye. Have a good day, evening, wherever you are. Amazon's still doing major business. There you go. Okay, so this guy is remarkable. He must be related to this guy because they are so similar. They must be brothers. They must be brothers, don't you think? But these cheeks, oh, these cheeks. Oh, well. We're just put eyes over them. Let's put eyes over them. Now, you can do better eyes than this, of course. In the final analysis, it doesn't matter. He looks like he's going, Doesn't he look like that? See, that's what happens. You start making sounds when you do these, because you start imagining personalities. I know, they're really funny, aren't they? Okay. And you just go for it and see where the lines want to go, and don't stress out. It is fun. It's meant to be fun. Now see those big old nasty dots on his cheek? They're not even too bad. Not great. They're not too bad. They're not too bad. We can deal with it. All right. So he's got on a V-neck. I don't know why. But he does. He has on a V-neck something. And maybe it has ribbing. Maybe it's a pullover, huh? So we just add some ribbing. And then if you want to add more color to it. Oh, the cheeks are family trait from Great Aunt Ida. Oh, well, that's entirely possible, you know. Bless her heart. I bet he's thrilled about that, don't you know? I bet he's thrilled that Aunt Ida passed that to him. Okay, so let's see. Oops, color on my hand. Let's see if I can get, nope, my paint's dried up. That's right, he did have to have a V-neck. The brother did have see, look at your imaginations going to work, people. Look at your imaginations. See how much fun this can be? I hope you're doing some of this yourself. Of course, his brother can't see. He had to have the humongous glasses. This guy apparently can see. Because he's got great big sparkle dots in his eyes. All right, let's give him a little bit of cheek color. I mean, Lord, no, he has got cheek color. We need lip color. Little bit of lip color. People, don't let this time steal your creativity. Find something to do. If it's a number 2 pencil and, you know, school pencil, and that's all you got, and a piece of junk mail, the more I do to this, the more he looks like, I know. Oh dear. Oh dear, people. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. They always say that whatever you create kind of looks like you. I hope this is not true. I hope this is not true. Yeah, I hope it's not true. Whew. Bless his little heart. Who was it that laughed like that? It was a Howdy Doody character. Somebody in the chat will know, because I don't remember who it was. So just adding a little bit of shading here and there, which can get out of hand real quickly. So stop before it gets crazy. I know, I didn't have prayer. That's right. Oh, Joan's trying to get a stencil off her cutting mat. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, Marion. Good for you. I can't wait to see him. Hello, Dar. Function of Light 1. I can't remember your name. Andrea. Goofy laughs. Goofy laugh. Is it Goofy that laughs that way? Oh, that's right. He does. Goofy. Disney's Goofy laughs like that. You're right. This guy clearly has been, I don't know if he's embarrassed or he's been in the sun or what. But anyway, it's fun to play around with him and just do different things. So the shading's a little wacky on this one, but oh well. Oh well. Okay. For whatever reason, I did more male faces this time. I don't generally do a lot of male faces. Hugs right back at you. But first of all, a little hand sanitizer on. A lot of hand sanitizer. Hug to you. We might as well laugh about it, even though it's serious. One time I saw a sign in a window. It was this little bitty window as I was walking down the street in the town where I live, and there was a sign in the window. And it was a window that was like this teeny little thing. It was like, I don't know why it was even there, because it wasn't even big enough to be of any value. But apparently it was there to hold this sign, and it said, if you're going to stand on thin ice, you might as well dance. And I thought, wow, that's good. I like that. If you're going to stand on thin ice, you might as well dance. It has nothing to do with what's going on now. Nothing whatsoever. I just thought it was funny. All right, so what kind of nose do you have, baby? What kind of nose do you have? I like exaggerated features on these. You probably can't tell that. You probably can't tell that a bit, can you? And then again, sometimes you just got to do something a little crazy. Good choice, Joe. Or Dar, good choice. Sorry, I was just looking at the chat for a minute. Dorothy, I saw that. That wasn't nice. Oh, Dorothy. Oh, Dorothy. Okay, maybe this isn't a male face. Maybe this is a female face, huh? Mm-hmm. All right. So she's got all this hair. We'll make her a female. All this hair pulled up into. See, just because it was painted a certain way does not mean that it has to be that certain way. We just make it the way we want to make it, right? And maybe she has little curly bangs. They often look very androgynous, so you just got to roll with it. But she has on a lovely dress. And I'm pretty sure that she's got on some fancy jewelry. Some fancy jewelry. Okay, let's match her dress to her dangly, very dangly earrings. Okay. Joan, let us know if you get that stencil off that mat, because we all need to celebrate that. Oh, and she probably has some eyeshadow. We'll put that on later. I'm sure she has on, she probably has a choker on. Multi-stranded choker. In case you don't know, Joan does stencils for iStencil. If you're not familiar with what Joan does, she designs stencils. And they're presented on Patty Tolly Parrish's, I don't know what you say, it's under her name anyway. Okay, I'm going to have to change that. Otherwise, it looks like her beads are hanging clear down. Okay, that's okay. It's okay. All right, let's put her sparkle dots on. It has something to do with Aunt Ida's neck. Probably does. Yeah. Yep, the girl with the curl in the middle of her forehead. Yep. When she was good, she was very, very good. And when she was bad, she was horrid. There was a little girl. What is it? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Don't start something you can't finish, Barb. I think she's got a bit of a chin. A little bit of a excess chinage going on. Okay. So she needs a lipstick. I think she would have this one. Super red. All right, let's see if we can get a decent red out of these. Do you see how quiet the cats got? Those of you that were here early, holy mackerel, that Chance, he was driving me crazy. Yes. She's got some lipstick. All right. Now we got to have some eyeshadow. So let's go with this color. Whatever color this is. It's very dangerous doing this right over your artwork. That's okay. It's okay. We're going to live dangerously. Okay. All right, let's see if I can make it kind of look like the other one. I often can do one eye, but not the other. You're supposed to do the bad one first. Oh, that's some eyeshadow. There you go. Way to go, babe. You're supposed to do the eye that's the most challenging for you. You're supposed to do that one first and then do the other one to match it. I don't always do that. I don't always do that, clearly. Okay, let's, I'm going to go to a smaller pinpoint. This is the Hybrid Technica Pentel. This is all Janet M. Young's fault. these pins. She made me buy these. She made me buy these. She did. Okay, so it's the finest little tip, I'm telling you. I bought a whole box of these. Man, they're a tiny, tiny little tip. But there are some things you really need that tiny little pinpoint for. And this is one of those cases where it puts on such a tiny little line that you can get in there and you can outline even the littlest, bittiest thing. Now, I don't know whether these are waterproof. I have not done any definitive testing like I'm good at that. Okay, well, she's looking kind of cute. I don't even mind that her buttons match her jewelry. Let's see, you can even put the stitch holes in the buttons with this teeny little pin. So we don't know who she is, but there you go. I haven't worked in it for a while, actually. Joyce. Haven't worked in it for a while. This is a Wink of Stella, and this is the clear one. So it's got glitter. Let's see if we can make it. Yeah, it's more shimmer than it is glitter. You can't dally around with it. Dilly-dally around too long. Oops, too long. Did you see that? Too long, and I blopped right on her cheek. I mean, on her lip. Damage control. Little tissue. It's good enough. Leave it alone, Barb. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Anyway, this puts just a little glimmer, which you're never going to be able to see, I don't think. Probably can't. Well, you can kind of see. Yeah, you can see the blop on her lips. That's okay. She likes sparkle. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Okay. Good grief, Nancy. Poor thing. Poor you. Poor thing. Our Muppet. We have a big oak tree in our backyard. Thank goodness. I love that tree. I'm grateful for this tree. And Muppet goes out there, and she regularly walks on the deck, and then she'll come in. All of a sudden, she's limping. I'm like, what in the world? And she's picked up an acorn, like half an acorn will get lodged in her paw pads. I'm like, poor girl. Doesn't pierce her pad or anything, but, you know, just makes a mess for her. And she's very good about telling us. She is the most pathetic thing when she is feeling bad. She will come over and look at you with the saddest expression. Poor little thing. But then she'll go out there and act like she owns the neighborhood. She acts like she owns the world. This guy might be my favorite so far with his tattooed bald head and green hair. Oh, yeah. Cutting out watercolor paper exactly is difficult to do, so you just do the best you can. I know, the nose ring cracks me up. Is Ray still here? Did he go into the... Did he sign off? I didn't even see him. I didn't see whether he took off or not. All right, let's do... whatever his name is. What was that? There was a Howdy Doody character that laughed like that. Really? Wasn't there? Along with Goofy. Goofy the dog from Disney. Wasn't there a... There surely was. Am I making that up? Could be. I'm known for making things up. Hello, Judy. Hello, Carolyn. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for coming in, spending the afternoon for a couple of hours. And thank you for, what I really want to thank you for is not monopolizing the chat with drama-filled stuff. We have plenty of things we could do that with. But what we're here to do is to get a break from that. I heard somebody was another YouTube person earlier today. She says, I'm not listening to the news. She said, I only listen to a little bit of it so I get, find out stuff. She says, I don't listen to the rest of it. She says, it's just depressing. She said, I can get depressed all by myself. I don't need to listen to that. And I thought that is classic. That was classic. Yeah, if you can't laugh at that, you just got to laugh at some stuff, You just got to laugh at some stuff. Hello, Kathy. Oh, no. She looks like a close friend in the army. Which one? This one? Yogi Bear? Was it Yogi Bear? I didn't think it was Yogi Bear that laughed like that. I thought Goofy looked a bit like a dog, too. Pluto was the dog. I thought Goofy was a dog. What was Goofy? Dar, we haven't heard you say that in so long. That's one of Dar's famous lines. Artie Dar's famous lines. Can I have it? Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Her hair is pulled up tight. But do you see how you can just blop some watercolor on the page? Just blop it on. Blop on some cheeks. And even if they spread out, or they spread the way you want them, or they don't spread the way you want them and they just make big old pink blops, like him, it doesn't matter. Blop is a technical term. I thought he was also a dog. Okay. Yeah. Blop. Blop on some watercolor. The cheaper the this is my experience. For me, the cheaper the watercolor, the better. Now, you guys may find that you enjoy working with better watercolors to do something like this. I don't. I've tried. I have a few nice watercolors. Not many, because it's just not my thing. We all have our thing. I love to sew. I love to combine paper and fabric. I like free motion stitching. There are a lot of things I love that people don't like. But you know what? You got to know what your strengths are. And watercolor is not my strength. Now, it might be someday. But anyway, the cheaper the watercolor, the better, I find. Okay, so here's our family. Okay, okay, these two we think might be brothers. See, I turned, anyway, doesn't matter. So here's our group of the Motley Crew from this batch. Yeah, okay, they might be married. These two might be married. And this might be their kid. I don't know for sure. This guy here is just the odd duck. He's just the odd duck. He kind of lives in his own world. But these, I think, could be related to each other. These are related to each other. These, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Time to name them. Yep. Hi, Alicia. Uncle Tim. The odd duck has to be Uncle. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? They're so much fun. They're so much fun. Okay, so let's arrange them on a page. But those of you that watched the stream on Friday saw them develop, and then it's kind of fun that you got to see them develop the rest of the way, huh? Okay. And I'm sorry if you guys didn't get to see me today, because I know you're just pining to see me, but I don't have makeup on or anything, so, you know. It is what it is. You just have to look at my hands. All right, let's go over to this page that we were messing with the other day. This was just a bunch of Delusions Paints that I need to use up. I need to get them out, actually, smear them around in a book, because I'm going to lose them if I don't. I love the colors of the Delusions paints. They are drying up on me, but you know, all paints eventually do that. Some faster than others. I know, sacrilege is right. Listen, if I don't have makeup on, you all think I'm dead. When I was in college, that was the time where there wasn't a lot of makeup, and I would, you know, people just didn't wear a lot of makeup, and people would ask me routinely when I had on no makeup, they'd say, "Are you feeling all right? Why are you so sad?" And I'm like, oh, you know, about the 14th time somebody said that to me, it's like, apparently I'm going to have to wear makeup, otherwise they think there's something wrong with me. And I had a guy at the grocery store one day say to me, I mean, I just think that sometimes when you go to the grocery store, you shouldn't have to get made up to go to the grocery store. This guy, he was pushing a bunch of carts in to the store, and he says to me, "Well, at least you could smile." And I'm like, well, I won't even tell you what I thought, because it was not nice. It was not nice. I think there are some rude people in this world, to tell you the truth. Okay. So let's think about this. Okay, so we have these two. And their son was, who was their son? This one. Because the hair, you know, don't you think? They passed the curly hair down. Okay, so this guy clearly belongs kind of off in his own world. And then we have the twins. We have the twins. And then we have the, I think maybe these two might have given birth to these twins. And then we have the two lonely, odd men out. I know, it's just awful when people say that. Yeah. Are you sick? I know. I pretty much get up and put it on every day unless I'm just not gonna, you know, for whatever reason. Unless I'm just not. And sometimes I'm not in the mood. Sometimes I just give my skin a break. Okay. So I don't know what we're gonna do now. I don't know if I'll do anything right now. I don't know if they need to be in picture frames or what they need to be done. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think how we should display them. Twins have their dad's nose. Well, definitely this one does. I don't know where this nose came from. Uncle is grandfather with his grandkid. Well, it could be. These two could be related to each other. Frames would be cool. I don't wear as much makeup as I once did. That is for sure. Now, when I'm on camera, I wear more makeup because the makeup washes out the lights. If I turned the camera on to me right now, yeah, you would all pass out. Okay, so there are those, and so I think we may just stop at this point. I'll show you the ones with the frames so you kind of know what I'm thinking about. They look kind of good on that background. It's kind of like, what company was that did the that would travel around and do like church directories and stuff? What was the name of that company? Thought I'd never forget it, but clearly that's not the case. What's the name of that company, that photo? Dark blue glitter eyeshadow. Not really. I'm not a glitter eyeshadow kind of person. So here's the ones that I'm gonna have to back out so you can see, because these are big pages in this journal. So these have frames around them. No, it wasn't Life Touch. Olin Mills. Thank you, Terry. That's exactly who it was. Olin Mills and Artie Dar. It looks like an Olin Mills kind of background. Yeah. So anyway, this one is, this is a former page that was done. Friends are God's apology for your family. And over here it says, if you met my family, you would understand. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dorothy, you don't need makeup. You're beautiful without it. So anyway. So you guys think we should do frames on them, huh? It does give them a space in which to reside, so they look like they belong, right? And that stencil in the background is a tree. It's a small tree. It actually is from a Bible journaling. I liked it so well I bought it twice, so I had to return it. Do you ever do that where you're like, why would I buy this twice? Anyway, so I did. But you can see some of the other characters here, you know. They all look goofy. Some of them look better than others, but they're all fun. They're all fun. So maybe I'll do frames around them. I don't know. Yeah, so there's that. So you think frames are the thing. Well, we may do that. But not today. Not today. Not today, because I'm about worn out, and it happens, doesn't it? Okay. So I tell you what, I'm going to head out for today. I am not getting those cats out again, no matter what. The cats are not coming out. They've already been out. They've already driven everybody to distraction, listening to their melodious, cranky voices, mostly chants. And they're quiet. They're taking a nap, so they're going to just stay where they are. And so I will not be streaming tomorrow. No way, no how, that I know of at this point, because I have a thing I have to do online, meeting online. And so I will see Drama Free Friday on Friday. So Drama Free Friday on Friday. What a novel idea. All right. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. You've got to get creative. I say it every single time. It is the truth. You've got to get creative. That is how you're going to get through this stuff. It's how you're going to stay sane. We don't know how long this is going to last. We're going to have to encourage each other and get creative. So, as the old saying goes, remember to get creative today because you know it's easy, and it is. All right, I'll see you again on Friday, everybody. Same time, 2 p.m. Eastern. Bye for now. Enjoy your day, okay? Smile, enjoy your day. Laugh about what you can laugh about. Do something creative, even if it's with kids' art supplies or stuff you have around the house. Do something. Enjoy the day, okay? See you later.